Hi there, this is Maria Khader again. Today I'm going to be talking about dealing with agitation, aggression, and anger. And the reason I want to talk about this because I am having a situation now that I'm dealing with, and this is one of my residents that I take care of. She's new to my environment, she's new to me, she's new to our caregivers, but also we are new to her. So the way she is scared from us or she's exploring us, we are also scared, learning more about her, and we would like to help her. And I noticed that she's been having some aggression, anger, and agitation. And I started developing a service plan to take care of this lady. With the service plan, I do write what are the main important points that we need to address with her situation. So we all are working as a team to help her. And our team include not just me, myself as a caregiver, and my caregivers. I'm a nurse, her doctor, her psych, the family. We all work as a team to help her. So she started getting some aggression and agitation and anger issues. And that's where it hit my head that I would like to talk about anger and how to deal with her anger. And this is, of course, it's a tip for everyone listening to this, but it's mostly for my caregivers that I write it for them to tell them how to do it. So the first thing is do not argue. She is talking about something, keep going, listening to her, be a good listener, and connect what I taught before, that you have to build the trust and get the agreement to be able to take care of her. And do not confront her. Do not go against her wish. And for example, it is, I would like to have a cup of coffee. You say, okay, I'll get it for you. You don't have to say, I just gave you one. You don't have, coffee is not good for you. And she is not ready to hear from you any confrontation, any teaching, any orders. She wants her wish to be fulfilled. And that's why we are there. And also I would like to talk about, to make sure all areas in our facility to be well lighted. And the same in your homes. All rooms, all as areas, common areas, has to be well lighted because their sundowning can aggravate the situation of agitation, aggression, and anger. I also want to talk about, to find out what are those trigger points that causes her anger. What are those trigger points that make it worse? It can be the cold, it can be the heat, it can be the hunger, it can be the light, it can be the sound, it can be the perfume you're wearing, it can be your voice talking to her, it can be your body language towards her. So these are all trigger points. One of the trigger points that I noticed with this specific lady is she is carrying a picture of her loved one and she lost it. So she made a big noise. She started yelling and screaming. Where is that picture? Immediately, I said, go, let's go. All of us look for those pictures for her. We found the picture. She was okay. So that's a trigger point. If you ignore what is she is aiming for, if you ignore what does she want, that's when it put us in a difficult situation to solve. It will be too late to even calm her down. And we are going to be injured if we don't fulfill her wish. So we found the picture. She was okay. Now we have to remove also all the object that it can be used to harm herself or harm others. For example, the knobs on the stove, we have to remove them. The knives, the forks, the spoons, anything that she might have it handy in her hand to go and throw it on us or stab us with or injure it with. And that's, again, it doesn't apply just for my residents. It will also apply to all of us at home, because if you're taking care of your loved one, a spouse, a husband or wife, a sister, a mom, they become not the mom or the loved one that you know before. So we have to really be safe and protect ourselves, because if we are able to protect ourselves, we will be able to take care of them. You are the main important person in taking care of this dementic patient, resident, loved one. Take care of yourself. Be your guard to yourself from all aspects, mentally, emotionally, physically, name it. The other thing is find out that we have to find out to be sensitive to her anger or his anger symptoms. They might express those symptoms with an upset stomach. My stomach is upset today. That's the sign. That's a symptom, actually. So please, consider it, look for it, and start to go and talk to this person and say, okay, when did this start? How can I help you? Show that you are really following them with their issues. The other thing is they might express that they have a headache. Listen to them. Don't say, oh, you always say you have headache. No, they're showing you symptoms. They're expressing signs. You're observing those signs. They might be walking in front of you, like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That means there's something bothering them. Don't wait too long before they get after you with their anger or aggression. So sometimes they see something. Sometimes, they hear something, sometimes they see something, then sometimes they smell something, and they will express it to you. You don't know that they're seeing it, but they will say, I am seeing, it's right there, it's right there, it's in that corner. Acknowledge it. Don't say no. Don't confront them and say, no, there is nothing there. It's important for you to go ahead and acknowledge their needs and their signs and symptoms that they're negotiating it with you. They also sometimes, if you sit next to them, you can hear their breathing is so fast. That's another sign for you to say, ooh, something going on here. And the position they're sitting, they're having a tense shoulder. When they have that tense shoulder, it's you as a good caregiver. It's you as let's say a son, let's say you are the wife. You know your loved one, you know your husband, you know your mom, you know your dad. This is not the way they sit. So if you know all of that and you see them sitting in a position that is not right, try to ease it for them. Go sit to them, next to them, touch them. And with that touch, you will make them relax and you will make them be less agitated to express other issues that they are not able to do it before that. So with this, I conclude my tip of the day, and it's a very expanded tip, but I would consider it's a plan for you how to handle anger. And again, I didn't look at books. I didn't read books. It's all from my own experience. And I would like to share it with you, and I hope you will like it. And thank you so much for listening. I hope I will come up with a different tip for you. Thank you. Bye.